What's good everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the SoleSavy SS2. SoleSavy, for those that haven't heard of it before, is a community of people that really love and are really passionate about sneakers, including myself. So this is a membership-based community and they provide you the tools and the knowledge you need to obtain the shoes that you want for retail. So in today's day and age, it's pretty tough to grab sneakers for retail. Not only are you competing with a ton of other people, but you have the issues of bots. And in my case, there's just so much information out there that it's hard for me to keep track of who's releasing what and when. So I've been a member of SoleSavy for a couple of years now, and this is not a sponsored video at all. And a lot of you guys ask in my videos, how do I grab so many pairs of shoes? Well, to be honest with you guys, a lot of that is through SoleSavy. So anyways, to springboard off that, recently they released this SS2, which is their second take on a community-based custom sneaker. If you guys haven't seen the SS1 review, which I posted last year, I'll add that down below, so be sure to check that out too. But again, this SS2 was a shoe that was designed by the community and it was exclusively sold to members only. So essentially the Air Max 90 was narrowed down as the shoe of choice, and the members were free to submit their own inspirations and their own designs. And eventually this idea, which was submitted by Jewberry, who was a guest on my Channel 8 podcast not too long ago, her design was voted as the overwhelming favorite. So this colorway was loosely inspired by the Para and Pata Cherrywood Air Max 1. And of course, a few tweaks and a few iterations were done. And then from that, the design was submitted to Garrickson Studio based out of Philadelphia, and 800 pairs of these shoes were made. So the all-in price of this shoe, including shipping, was $550 US. And I know you guys might be flipping out right now, but part of the reason why the cost is high because first of all, the entire midsole and outsole is taken from the Laser Blue Air Max 90. So they had to obtain those shoes first. And then the entire upper was completely rebuilt from scratch. So of course you have to incorporate the cost of the materials and the cost of labor for Garrickson. But now that I have these in hand, honestly, these are a gorgeous custom shoe. So now let me break down all the details for you guys. So first off, here's a quick look at the box, and this comes in a burgundy based box, which matches the color of the shoe. We have SoleSavy's logo at the very top. On the side of the box, it says here members only, which is a nod to the fact that this shoe is only accessible for members of SoleSavy. And then on the side here, it says SS2 custom, 1 of 800, and then the size, which in this case is size 10. So diving deep into the details, this shoe has a ton of different materials. So on the toe box, this base layer here, this is constructed out of a burgundy colored corduroy. Overlaid on top of this, we have this burgundy colored suede, and then on top of this, the mudguard here, this is constructed out of this cracked leather with its contrast yellow colored stitching. The U-throat of the shoe, this is done in this blue colored suede, and then next to this, we have this cracked leather covering the bottom eyelets, whereas the top eyelets are covered in this textured leather in this gold or yellow finish. Covering the quarter panel, we have more of that burgundy colored suede, and then stitched on top of this, we have a disconnected swoosh, which we saw also on the SS1 as well. So they carried this over onto this design, and this is constructed out of a tumbled white leather. On the lateral side of the mudguard, we have the SoleSavy logo debossed on the back, and then surrounding the back end of the sneaker, we have more of that blue colored suede. And then instead of the typical rubber material, for the back heel tab, this is constructed out of a burgundy suede, and instead of Nike Air, we have Sole Air and Savvy Air pressed on the back in gold. For the laces, so these come with 2 pairs of laces. The standard lace is just your simple flat white color, and the second pair of lace is a bright bold blue color. Underneath this, the tongue is covered in this burgundy colored mesh. Midway across, we have this contrast blue stitching, and hanging off the side, we have this tag with SoleSavy branding. The outer edge of the tongue, you'll see it's unfinished, which exposes the foam layer underneath. And then on the inside of the tongue, you'll see that each shoe is individually numbered. So in my case, this pair is pair 474 out of 800 made. Moving on to the insoles, so these come with these foam padded insoles. We have SoleSavy branding on the heel, and if I flip the insole over to the other side, you'll see there's additional padding on the heel and forefoot to give you added comfort. Hanging off the shoe instead of your traditional Nike tag, they also come with a custom SoleSavy tag as well, which is a very nice added touch. So the upper of the shoe sits atop the midsole and the outsole of the Laser Blue Air Max 90. So this is a polyurethane foam insole. It's painted in white, except the heel wedge is painted in this laser blue finish, and we have this cutout which reveals the Air Max unit that's found within the midsole. And then turning the shoe over to the bottom, the outsole here is constructed out of a combination of laser blue and black colored rubber. And we have that signature waffle style traction pattern along with Nike branding in the center. So that breaks down all the details of this shoe. For those wondering about how these fit, to me, I felt like these ran true to size, so I got these in a size 10 and they fit me perfectly. In my opinion, these fit pretty much identical to the Laser Blue Air Max 90s, which makes sense because the tooling is taken directly from that shoe. Moving on to comfort, so just like the fit, these feel very comfortable given the very soft and cushioned Air Max 90 midsole. So with all Air Max 90s as part of the Recraft series, my opinion is they feel very comfortable on feet. Straight out of the box, there's a ton of softness and cushioning, and especially for a retro-based sneaker, I personally thought these felt great. Finally, in terms of the overall quality and craftsmanship, so it pretty much goes without saying, considering this is a Garrickson custom shoe, the overall quality of the materials was top-notch. You can really feel that they use premium materials, and of course the overall build and craftsmanship on this shoe, in my opinion at least, it was pretty much flawless. So with all that out of the way, now let's lace these up and I'll show you guys how these look on feet. I don't know how you guys feel about custom sneakers, but in my opinion, Garrickson and all the folks involved in designing this shoe did an outstanding job. I'm probably never gonna own a pair of the Cherrywoods, so honestly, this is a very good consolation prize. And of course, being a member of SoleSavy, it goes without saying it's great to have this pair in the collection. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this shoe. What are your overall thoughts on the colorway in general, and what's your personal stance on custom sneakers? If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can follow me on IG at SGO8, check me out on Twitter at Sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. You can also follow my podcast too, called the Channel 8 Podcast. So the video version is hosted right here on my YouTube channel, but if you're looking for just the audio only version, it's hosted on most of your major podcast platforms, including Spotify, iTunes, and Podbean. So thank you so much for watching, thank you for the continued love and support, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video.